Hello everyone, this tutorial helps to determine the quantity of column-based formwork. Column-based formwork can be done in one condition. Let me show you a picture, two pictures. This picture shows that this soil is not firm enough. It's not firm enough. It will waste the quantity. The concrete being poured on the ground. It will waste it because the ground being excavated that has been excavated is not squared. You understand? It's not squared. If you pour concrete on it, to just waste your concrete beyond the area that you need it. That's the reason why we need formwork for this column base. Let me show you this one. For this, you don't need any formwork for it because the ground is even firm enough. Can you see the shape? Can you see the shape? The rigid soil is very strong. Understand? So don't need any formwork for this one. So now let's go back to our template. Let's minimize this. So create another new folder. In the new folder will be for formwork. Just name it as formwork. Yeah, formwork. Under this formwork, you have to create you have to customize our template for the column based formwork, and we are using linear toolbar. So let us name it as column based formwork. Column based formwork. Yeah, column based formwork. Now come down to take off data column. Let us share according to let's share this. In Nigeria, there's a building code that we use as a quantity surveyor. We use BSN 4R, that is Building and Engineering Method of Measurements, by Nigeria Institute of Quantity Surveyors. Just check formwork in order to determine. Oh no. Yeah, this is the formwork. The formwork says sides of foundations and bases, and what we want to take off now is the column base, right? So the unit for this is in meter. First division, you have less than or equal to 500 mm. If the height of the formwork is less than or equal to 500 mm, you have to make use of meter as the unit. You understand? You have to make use of meter as the unit, and we have to state the width or the depth of the column base in our description on bill of quantity. You understand? You have to state the height or the width of the formwork. So that is why I use linear tools for it. So now you don't need any other property for it. Let me just check the form. Let me just remove all these hashes. Yeah, okay, press okay. So let us move it under under the formwork. Just click on this arrow, you can minimize it. Understand? So just come down to home. Just come down to home. So there's something you have to take into consideration. I always say it's what you are taking off is more than one. You understand? It's more than one. So what I want to do now is to go back to template again, double click on it, click on advanced, because what you are taking off is more than one. So what I'm going to do now is that just click on this, click on add quantity, add property, sorry. Just input numbers, click OK, move it up. Just move it up. The units number. So check it here. Come down to layouts. I'll show the units. Like the units. Come down to form. Can you see? If you have 10 numbers, 20 numbers, just insert it. Come down to advanced again. Come down to advanced again. So to determine total length for what to take off, just activate it, multiply it with the numbers. Understand? Multiply with the numbers. Click on OK. Come down to home. Not home. So we want to take off our column-based formwork. Just check how many numbers of column-based do you have. Let me check. You have a number here. So let's come down to 1,000. How many 1,000 by 1,000 do you have? Type 2. That is 1,000 by 1,000. You have 4 numbers, right? Then 1,000 by 1,000 again. Good. This column base somehow. So what I'm going to do now is that let us use this type 1. You have 5 number, so just use this one. You have 5 number. So what I'm going to do is that just click on it, enter 5, click OK. It's in box mode, right? 5 numbers of this 1,000, 1,000. Pick it, drop it, and press escape. Just check the quantity. Right click on it, click on legend. You have 22. Total length is 22.1 meter. So we are done with column based formwork. So what next is side of formwork to side of oversite concrete. Just come down to this. Just show us some pictures of oversite concrete. We have this. I think we have another one. You can need this. We have here. Yeah, just use this one. Yeah, it's oversite concrete formwork. Formwork at the side of oversite concrete. Is the formwork. So let us check this building code again. And have to determine. I don't know how it's been done. The units and how it's been done in your own country, but as far as I'm concerned, as a quantity surveyor in Nigeria, according to our building building engineering standard method of measurements. So edges of horizontal work. If the edges of horizontal work, if the formwork is less than or equal to 500 mm high, you understand, it will be measured in meter, but if it is greater than 500 mm, it will be measured in square meter or meter square. And what we have here is, let's check this one. This one is 230. Either 230 or 230 mm or 300 mm. Understand? So now you are using linear tools to take it off. Linear. So that will be formwork to side of oversite concrete. Yeah. Don't need anything than just to click on OK. Come down to home. So now you have to trace the external wall, the external part of the external wall. This is the external wall, this is the external part, and this is the internal part of the external wall. So now formwork to side of oversite concrete. Click on this green line. You can still maintain the color or change it to anyone you like. You can use yellow. Check this record mode, change it to point to point. Pick this point. So as you can see, I've been tracing the external part of the external block wall. Click on the last point and click on escape. All you have 170.8 meters for the formwork to side of oversite concrete. What next? So we want to take off quantities for plinth formwork to plinth plinth beam, or we also call it tie beam in foundation. Let me show a sample. I'm coming. This is sample of it. Can see it's a formwork to plinth beam or tie beam. This is a situation whereby you don't use this plinth beam or tie beam in all foundation. It depends on structural design, or if the block wall is more than 4, it's advisable to use this tie beam or plinth beam as the 5th numbers of the block wall, especially external and some places that is more than 4 courses. So you want to take off for the plain beam or tie beam in foundation, the formwork. Let me add this and add it. So now for the plain beam, let's come down to templates. The plain beam will also be in Let us check. Let me check. According to this, sides of foundation, and base, blah blah blah. And let me check this. Sides and soffits of isolated beam, sides and soffit of attached beam, and sides of upstanding beam. Good. Sides of isolated column, or you can also call it sides of upstanding beam, because the beam sits on the block wall, it stands on the block wall. So you can also call it as upstanding beam on the block wall. Understand? Is on the block wall. So you have regular shape stated is a rectangular shape, dimension, extent, property, and properties. All these one will be stated in the description. So regular shape, that is rectangular shape, it will be stated in the description. So we are making use of side of upstanding beam. So now that will be in square meter as the unit. Good. So we are making use of linear to take it off. I'm making use of linear to take it off. So that will be linear. Oh, sorry. From int or tie beam formwork, or tie beam formwork advanced. Let me explain. So now the properties that we are going to add to this is the depth of the beam and side of the beam. So, and in addition, yes, that's the beam. We take off for the button separately. So you're adding depth to it. Okay, depth is there already. You have depth. Yes, you have depth. Good. So numbers. Just add numbers. Just add numbers to it. Numbers of side. Numbers of side. Numbers of side. Numbers of side. That one will be number. Yeah. So let us uncheck this. Let's check this. Yeah, let's check our layout. Show the unit be at the same row to check our form. Okay, so to activate the formula in order to determine the quantity, now check this, take off. That will be depth times linear total times the side of the formwork. So that's a linear times depth times side side number. That will be, you have two numbers, both left and right. It's left and right. Yes. The depth is, let us use 300. That will be 0.3. 0.3. So if the tie beam is done for the external wall, let me check this. And the external wall. Okay, for the external wall. So now into tie beam, you can already fix it as 300 mm. Okay, the record mode is point to point mode. We have to trace the formwork to oversite concrete. Trace it on all the walls in foundation, but let us use only external wall. Escape. Let's check the quantity. Good. What do you get there? This is 70.8 meter. Like I said, if we check this, I said it's supposed to be in square meter, right? So now let's come back to this and activate it. Let it be in square meter. Let it be in square meter. Can you see now? Let us do the calculation by ourselves. So the linear total at least one side, that is, we have 117.96 multiply by the depth 0.3 multiply by 2, that is 70.776. is it. Understand now? Since we've changed this one to square meter, you will see that, can you see now, it has changed to 70.8. so this is how to take off for formwork to side of oversite concrete and tie beam. Thanks for watching.